Bill Wennington spent 13 seasons in the NBA. He won 3 championships with the Chicago Bulls. He joins us now here on SportsCenter. Bill, what's it been like for you to go back in time and sort of relive some of those moments you had with one of the greatest teams of all time?
I tell you, it's been a lot of fun for me to go back. The family sat down and watched it last week. We're going to sit down and watch it tomorrow. Memory lane has been flooded, and everything's coming back, and it's been so much fun. You forget a little bit as time goes on some of the trials and tribulations we had to deal with that year, but it has just been fantastic.
Yeah, I was wondering how much of what you've seen has been in line with how you remembered it.
It is actually very accurate with how I remember it. It's just you forget a lot of stuff. And again, when you win, it covers up a lot of the bad stuff. And you forget that Scotty missed a lot of time at the beginning of the season because he pushed his surgery back, and then his back injuries later on in the season bothered a little bit. But really a good year, a lot of fun. I mean, that was just a great time to be in Chicago.
Well, there in the room with you, you have your alter ego, Bad Bill, and what we're going to see Sunday night is the emergence of a former bad boy in Dennis Rodman when he came to the Bulls and helped them win those last 3 championships. What do you remember from the first time with Rodman joining the Bulls?
Well, when he first came, he was quiet. I mean, he didn't really know anyone, and obviously there'd been a little bit of history when he was with Detroit and the Bulls, which I wasn't part of because I wasn't part of those Bulls teams. And he's very quiet himself when you go out. We used to ride motorcycles together and go out and grab a bite to eat. And he really doesn't talk a whole lot. He's not really engaging with the fans when he's not out at night and the cameras are so-called on and the spotlight's on. But he's a great teammate, a lot of fun to be around, and works real hard on the floor. And it does like to have a lot of fun at night, too.
I mean, he was a Hall of Famer, and you look at his numbers in terms of being Defensive Player of the Year and rebounding champion, all of those things. But if you could take us a little deeper, Bill, what was his impact on that Bulls team that won 3 straight championships?
Well, quite honestly, he was exactly what the Bulls needed that time. The year before, we had lost Horace Grant, and our rebounding at the 4 position was not good at all. We didn't have a great rebounder, and Dennis came in and gave us all of that and more because he's really a great defender. And gave Phil different options if we wanted to go small. Dennis could play the 5 spot and really guard anyone. And you'll see a lot of the games against Shaq, he would guard Shaq and do as well as anyone else could do against him, and if not even better. And obviously when you watch him in the finals against Karl Malone, he got inside Karl's head and really took Karl out of the game for the most part, and just really was perfect for the team because Michael and Scotty were the real scorers in the starting 5, and Dennis complimented them so well because he didn't need the ball in his hands.
You know, last Sunday, the producers of the documentary gave us the tease at the end of what to expect this coming Sunday night. And, of course, that was about a story relating to Dennis Rodman leaving the team during the season to go to Vegas and just kind of blow off some steam. Now, if you were to tell that story that it happened in 2020, fans would probably lose their mind, and maybe even the players would be publicly criticizing it. What was it like for you guys that Dennis Rodman decided he needed to get away for a while?
I got 2 words for you: load management. That's all.
Fair enough, right?
That's all it was. Load management. We had 2 days. It's not like he missed 2 games. He missed 2 days of practice. So he wanted to go and take a couple days off and get away from it, I guess, for a little while. And for us as players, that's Dennis being Dennis, and we didn't mind it. We knew he'd be, as long as he came back and played for the games, that was good.
Hey, we're talking about practice, or we're talking about the games. He was always there, ready to go for the games. Bill Wennington here on SportsCenter. Appreciate the time. Enjoy episodes 3 and 4 Sunday night.
We will. Always a pleasure.